Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of God, the Compassionate, the Merciful. It gives me honor to read to you some poems which I have written and which are contained in a poetry collection entitled Echoes of the Spirit, أصداء الروح. The first poem that I'm going to read to you, its name is Hope's Option. Life turns terribly bitter at times, cornering the soul in despair's angle. Sorrow, grief, or unknowable hardship, the pain in continuing is immense. Is one to turn to tribe or wealth, or medicine, or magic, or art? There are horrible junctions in the lives of men, unsustainable by the light at heart. But hope is ushered in by emerging faith, the need to unload through repentance's path. O Lord glorified, I have been unjust. Include me in your infinite mercy. The tears of joy flow on the tired face. The option of return to self is sought. Great is God's kingdom, humble is the soul. The Creator, omniscient, without end or beginning. Lead us to the straight path, the path of those you have blessed. Death with faith is a benign milestone. Despair a condition changed by God's grace. This poem is entitled Idealism. Some claim an ideal unknown, God as an idea of archetype, the notion of Plato, the submission of Hegel. But how can idea create matter? Can we touch or see the idea, or witness it cosmos create? Is it hidden in the galaxy's inner depths, or in the brilliant mind of the German sage? Let us think a car's archetype, but without industry it cannot exist. God as idea is cognition's old illusion, without support of revelation or reason. God has attributes of truth and certainty, none of which is an idea or mind. He transcends spirit, matter, and mind, and none in the cosmos is like him. God is omniscient, hearer, seer, but without a mind or an ear. Lord, have mercy on our fallible minds that know with the radiant light of faith. And mind must find the truth of God, that he is unlike our brain. Matter's helpers are not the port of truth, for matter and mind are the creation of the Lord. Presently I shall read a poem entitled A Nation's Rebirth. A nation under terrible siege awakens to its glorious past. Napoleon's ship of learning docks, unveiling the inertness of a great heritage. Mamluk knights are not a match. A nation must regroup or wither away. Revival will meet the awesome challenge. Modern technique doesn't supplant a nation's glory. The best community ever raised to mankind, preaching divine unity and liberation to all races. Adnan and Qahtan are the noblest stock, a race shaken by centuries of stagnancy. From the ocean to the great Gulf, a nation in need of renaissance. France's greatness must be uncovered to give impulse to achievement restored. Despotism and innate learning undermine survival's chance. A society is in need of reform. Jamal ad-Din and Tahtawi chant the tune of progress. Islam is in harmony with modernity's innovation. A world once the center of human culture yearns for rebirth and lost glory. Science, emancipation, and consultative government, vehicles for progress long overdue. The title of this poem is The Road Not to Be Taken. There is a moment of anguish in the lives of men, expressed in a dark feeling of unbelief. Is it true that life has a purpose? And why do we tread the earth? Theodicy is a thought difficult to support. Evil thrives in the limitless world. Children die and oppressors win, and love is inexorably betrayed. War tears every fabric of compassion. Bloodletting hovers on life's vast horizon. Where was goodness in the Genghis war and the depleted ink of vanished knowledge? Where was good in Shatila's carnage and the untold toll of the Black Plague? The starving moan on African land, slowly surrendering to looming death. Romance withers like a wilted rose, and the dear to the heart just go away. Youth is an illusion that flickers out, leaving the human with a heavy old age. Illness catches each walking human, from the cradle to life's imminent end. Every blossoming season has a tryst with decline, as though life is forever overcome. Life's dues are heavy on the soul. Survival is oft the art of those without remorse. Darkness appears to envelop each alleyway. Its road must not be trodden by the knowing heart. This poem is entitled Egypt, and I shall read it to you. Dear friends, does continued yearning unsatiate Egypt's love, the land of the great prophets and pharaohs, the homeland of the eternally brave, builders of the Sphinx and tall pyramids? Each of humanity's rivulets is touched by the astounding civilization of the Nile, the armor of Arab and Muslim glory, the seat of great splendor and learning. The days of Taha record the culture's brilliance and the bullets of October's honor redemption. The Nile's vision floods all the earth's corners, the sublime cradle of human civilization. Azhar radiates an endless sea of knowledge, beacon of Islam's great culture. Shawqi composes towering poetry, extolling the virtues of embattled culture. Egypt, the heart of the great expanse, carrying forever the burdens of the nation's ventures. The Fallah that forever tills the rich soil, planting the seeds of the blessed tree. Thank you for listening to these poems. Hope to see you again.